Hello everyone, it's History Behind the Warrior, and welcome to an update video that's coming out of nowhere regarding Mortal Kombat 12. As Nether Realm has once again dropped another tease for us for our next big installment in the series. This news was dropped by both Nether Realm Studios and Ed Boon via Twitter, with the Mortal Kombat Twitter saying that it's almost time, and does anyone know what time this is? Now this is all in reference to the video itself, which I will play here now. So yes, very exciting stuff for us Mortal Kombat fans. And in typical NetherRealm nature, of course it's all super cryptic. So with this countdown in place, and clearly a hint in motion, let's analyze and speculate what is exactly going on in this teaser here. Mind you, it's only 17 seconds, but it features quite a bit going on here that does relate to the last video. So there is a lot to talk about. Now, right out of the gate, the big tease here is the clock missing the dial of 12 and going to 1. Now, honestly, this could mean a number of different things, with the key thing being that it won't just be Mortal Kombat 12, but a literal reboot, something which has been hinted at by the end of 11's story. And it's a pretty well-known fact that 11 was purposely written this way to allow the writing team for the next game to take the series in any direction they wanted without feeling restricted or confined to the ground and foundation of the previous game. Something I would say the previous NetherRealm games have been quite tied to. But even with that said, it was set up that we were either getting a Great Kung Lao ending or a Shang Tsung sequel. And naturally, with the dial having gone in full rotation, missing the 12 and starting on the 1, it looks like the favor of these endings is swaying more in the Great Kung Lao ending, doing a literal reset, opposed to that of a defined sequel. And of the two endings, I do feel like this was the one that most fans were clamoring for, as the Kung Lao age and era is one that has only ever been explored in the spin-off TV show Mortal Kombat Conquest, which was non-canon, existing in the same universe as the 1995 movie. So really, they have been sitting on this idea for a very long while. But again, this is just one idea of many. And since we were talking about reboots, 12 could very well be a literal reboot of Mortal Kombat 1 in itself. Let's not forget, when Chronica's Hourglass was introduced, so has been a multiverse, one made of different what-if scenarios and possible endings to the series. So Mortal Kombat 12 could very well get a sort of MK9 treatment, which would be kind of interesting, but I definitely think this isn't kind of the best choice. As let's be honest and face it, we've seen the events of Mortal Kombat 1 to 3 so many times now in various different ways. So whilst I'm not going to exclude it, I just wouldn't think it's the wise or best choice, especially with requels kind of being the main fad right now, and knowing that NetherRealm tends to follow what's quite popular in both the film and games industry. There's also the possibility that with the reset, and it taking place in the Great Kung Lao era, we now play around with the possibility that in this timeline, we are going to see the very first Mortal Kombat tournament ever take place in this timeline and time period, which would make a lot of sense as it ties into the Great Kung Lao ending with the setup for the tournament. You also never know, as the dial of the clock could not only mean a new age from just a narrative perspective, but maybe a gameplay one with a possible return and reversion back to 3D MK. But again, this is all speculation at best, literal grasping at straws right now. Now, one thing we do have to keep an eye on is actually the clock itself, because as we look in its reflection, we can see specks and a mirror of what seems to be a galaxy exploding. But if we actually look closer at it, it's reflection of the grain of sand. And notice how this only happens when the dial hits 11, then immediately skips to 1. So for all we could know, the grain of sand that we did see may have been the equivalent to that of the Big Bang, and how Liu Kang carved this reality into being. It's only for a few seconds, but I believe it sets up a lot for what can be painted in the future. In fact, it's interesting alone that they decided to go with a clock opposed to that of an hourglass, which really is synonymous and an important key item to the series going forward. The next possibility we have here is that it's purposely skipped the 12th in order to hint that we may get a trailer reveal on the 12th. Which is like galaxy brain trolling, literally holding it right in front of our faces. Do I think the likelihood of this is high? I would actually say so, considering that they said a reveal wasn't far away now, and we are currently rumored to have a PlayStation showcase take place this month, prior to the Summer Games Festival. But this is all a rumor right now. Is it quite short notice? Absolutely. And so are PlayStation showcases and state of plays. So the reveal could very easily take place over the next few weeks. And if it is indeed a showcase, I recommend taking a look at these dates, as PlayStation showcases and state of plays typically take place on Thursdays.
Oh, it's coming, okay? Hey!
Yeah, I know, but like a specific date would be nice.
But that's it for now, regarding what's going on with Mortal Kombat 12, and my theories and ideas to its next big installment. I can't lie, I am so desperate and eager for a reveal at this point. It's unbelievably painful. It feels like the gaming equivalent of C&B torture. And if you know what that is, get help. If you don't know what that is, don't Google it. So with that said, everyone, please down in the comments below, what are your current thoughts on the tease? And what do you think this is all leading to? I'd love to dig through your comments down below to see what you all have to say, because this could mean a number of different things. So I'm very excited to read them. So as always, everyone, stay strong, stay well, and keep on fighting as we all eagerly await that hotly anticipated Mortal Kombat 12 reveal trailer. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon.